into our show. Thank you all for being here. I see you, Leslie Salmon. I see you, Sweet Essence. I see you guys in the building. Thanks for coming on over. All right, everything said in this video is alleged and in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Let's get into it. All right. So Jennifer Williams from Basketball Wives, her, I guess, alleged husband, child, her new scamming husband's baby mama has spoken out about Christian Gold, which is Jennifer Williams' new husband, and she's airing him out about him not paying child support and doing what he's supposed to do to help out, and how he's flossing and being fake on national television. Okay. Baby, she talking about it all. So it says the child says that Jennifer and Christian can't catch a break. Says that a woman claiming to be the mother of Christian's children recently called him out for owing back child support. Now, if you guys remember, a couple days ago, Evelyn Lozada from Basketball Wives posted some documents showing that Christian skipped out on a few court appearances where he's supposed to have been paying some back child support, and it said that he's in arrears, so he could be looking at some jail time, which is probably why he skipped out on that while he's on national television bragging about buying 30-carat rings and going on expensive vacations and walking around with Louis Vuitton on, and his own kids don't even have money to be taken care of from month to month. And Jennifer Williams, she is a whole bitch ass individual for sitting up here going up for this bullshit. How you with a man who got children and you don't encourage him to have a relationship with them and to take care of them? And how do you feel comfortable with him buying you expensive things knowing he's not paying child support to support his own damn kids? You are a bitch ass woman for that. Okay. And I just got to say that I cannot stand women to be on that. I cannot stand women to be on that kind of time. But let's get into what this woman had to say. Okay, let me go ahead and share my screen so y'all can see. Because, baby, she is airing him out. And then he's going to respond, and I'm going to play that after she goes into her rant. Let's go.
So get ready. Because, yes, I am mama. I am taking care of these babies. And guess what? I want you to live your best life. Do what you want to do. Travel, see the world, live your best life. But stop causing chaos in other people's lives and not taking responsibility for what you have to do to fix it. Fix it. Stop not paying people back. Stop ignoring the fact that you owe child support. Stop pretending like, oh, life is so grand and we're rich and we have all this money and we're just living our best lives and we don't care what we're doing to everybody else. We're just la, 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 just fuck everybody. We're living our best life. Okay, keep living your best life. But guess what? We're coming for you. We're coming for you because you still owe money. You still need to take responsibility. And if you don't want to do it, we're going to make you. My issue with people is that you think that you can go into somebody's house, build a relationship, get close to those people, and then walk the fuck out and throw a grenade in that bitch and light it on fire. And then you turn around and look back like you did nothing. You take no responsibility for what you've done to cause chaos in people's lives. That's my issue that I have. Because if we really want to talk about it, we have receipts, text messages, conversations showing where you have disrupted the peace in people's homes. That's why you owe people money. You owe your own children money. You owe your own children so much back pay because you don't take responsibility for what you're supposed to do as a father, as a businessman. That's why we're speaking up. So y'all can give zero fucks all you want. Okay. So get ready. Because yes, I am mama. I am taking care.
So y'all see what she had to say. She's airing Christian out, saying he does not pay child support. He does not take responsibility. He owe everybody and their mama, but he's on television fake flossing and saying he got this and he and Jennifer are rich. But word on the street is he's not done paying his restitution. And Jennifer's, like I said, on television bragging and bigging him up like he is just this best thing since sliced bread. But bottom line is you don't take care of your kids, nigga, you trash. Your baby mama should not have to get on national television and talk about how you owe back child support and how you owe her money. And she's telling you she's coming after you. She is not going to stop until you handle your responsibilities. And that's just how it's supposed to be. I'm just saying. All right, let's get into what he had to say. because he responded. Of course, I knew he was going to. I knew he was going to, child. This is a mess. All right, let's get into what he had to say. Jennifer Williams, honey, husband Christian Gold responds to his baby mama Natalie Hall, who just called him out in the video we just saw. Let's get into it.
There is currently no child support order. There's no child support order. I've been waiting on a child support order so we can continue to do things as the court puts in place. Because once the court puts it in place, neither one of us want to back out of that, because there then becomes legal consequences, right? Neither one of us want that. Damn sure not me, because I've dealt with enough legal consequences in my past. Also, it was posted on the blogs by Evelyn that I skipped court twice. I've been to court multiple times in regarding child support, right? I've been to court, right? I also went to court for abandonment charge because she claimed that there was abandonment, okay? You cannot get locked up for abandonment if there's no child support order. So in 2020, my children's mother, my daughter and my son, we start dating. More so toward the end of 2019, right before the pandemic, we started dating. Things were good, of course. Things are always good at first in most relationships. Sometimes they don't stay that way. And I'm not saying everything should be perfect, but things were great. And of course, the relationship, it took its toll. I don't know what postpartum feels like. I'm not here to talk bad on my children's mother because I don't know what postpartum feels like. I don't know what women have to deal with internally when it comes to hormones. I don't know, right? I can only be there to support, right? But also having to navigate my own life, right? My own life traumas and my own life experiences. I was showing up for myself, but also trying to show up for my kid's mother as well. That turned out to be toxic. There was a lot of insecurities involved, of course, with her thinking I'm dealing with other women when I really wasn't. I was really just a stay-at-home dad, living a private life. And that's all I cared about, was just being home, running my business, and making sure my kids were taken care of. That got toxic to the point where I wasn't going to bring this up, but I was actually physically abused, and I could have pressed charges. See, this is the thing that men don't come out and talk about. We're told to shut the up, right, and not talk about it. But I was actually physically abused, which I actually have on video, right? Because here's the thing about domestic disputes, whether it's the male or the female. Typically, if the male is causing some type of force or inflicting any type of physical suffering or injury on a woman or a female, the cops get called. No matter if you have bruises, marks, whatever, the man gets locked up. He gets put into custody. I could have been that person and said, you know what? This is physical assault. I could call the police and get you locked up. But no, I didn't do that, because at the end of the day, I don't wish it on anybody. And number two, I would not do that to the mother of my kids. So what I did was I said, you know what? I'm going to leave. It took everything in me. I'm going to be completely transparent. It took everything in me not to go off. But I said, you know what? I'm going to leave. And even before that transpired, we were already in a place of like, this is just not going to work out. And that resulted in me moving on, right? Things get toxic, but guess what? People move on. It doesn't mean that you hold me by a carrot or you hold me by a string and say, okay, since you wanted to leave, because on the video that surfaced online just a few minutes ago, it said that I got up and I just left. That's actually not the truth. I never just got up and left. Actually, I tried to work it out. I try to work things out because I never wanted my children to have a broken house. I'm not going to be labeled as a deadbeat because I'm not. Did my children receive support financially? Most definitely. Was her rent paid? Most definitely. Were her bills paid? Most definitely. Because I have documentation, I have receipts as well. Have they spent time over here with me and Jennifer? Most definitely. Has Jennifer ever got to communicate with them? Most definitely. So the biggest thing for me is you go online, you bring social media into this. When all in all, at the end of the day, everyone has their own problems anyway. Social media does not care about what you have going on in your household at all. They're going to comment, they're going to give their opinion, and then guess what? You're still going to have to deal with it. Has court been continued every 30 days? Yes, it has. I get a notice in the mail or via email from the Attorney General that's with Department of Human Services or whatever it is. I get an email every 30 to 60 days saying, hey, it's been extended. You know why it's being extended? Because I sent over my financial documents, which I'm supposed to do, because what they do with the child support case is they develop something called a spreadsheet or a worksheet, right? Something called a worksheet. And from there, they get the father's income and they also get the mother's income, all right? The father's income, the mother's income. I sent my income. It took my children's mother months for the income to be sent. It was never sent just until recently, actually. Right? So now I'm at a place where I'm like, okay, now maybe this train can get moving. Maybe we can get something going, right? Because once we get this on paper, once we get this documented, a judge signs off on it, the amount is set, Now, unfortunately, the county that I reside in, that does not tie into visitation. So what I did as a father, complete transparency, I know that they're my children, right? But I did a paternity test. I did a DNA test because I wanted that to be documented, right? And I wanted it to be in the court system. So once child support order is set, then we can move forward with the legitimization side and saying, hey, this is visitation, whether you get them every other weekend, you get them every other month, however it is, however it works out. But the stigma online is you don't see your kids or you haven't sent me a dime. When record and documentation shows that I was sending you over $2,000 a month for that at that time, a 3 and a 2-year-old. They're not in school. You're a stay-at-home mom. Over $2,000 a month. And still, can I see the kids? It becomes a thing of, oh yeah, most definitely. You can come get them. You guys can spend time with them. It becomes something like it's like playing tug of war, because one week you're good, and then the next week your hormones are all over the place, and then now, oh, you can't see them. Fathers deal with this all the time with single moms because they're bitter. And the bitterness did not start until I got married, right? Because even before Jennifer and I got married, we were trying to work it out. We said we were going to meet up and we were going to establish a written agreement, because when you have a written agreement outside the court, you can go through mediation, you can have a written agreement, you can have an attorney deal with it, you can get it signed off, you can get it notarized. And guess what? That is the agreement. The father agrees to pay this and see them on this date. And the mother has her side of the agreement as well. We went back and forth for months about this agreement. Okay, I landed back in town from a trip. Are we going to meet up face to face so we can come up with this agreement? Because I'm tired of this back and forth. We're not going to do this back and forth no more. Let's get something set in stone and let's stick to the agreement. We had an agreement, but was it written and notarized? No, it wasn't. And guess what? Even after she filed child support the first time, on my birthday last year, June 18th, let me share the photo. On my birthday, photos don't lie. On my birthday, 6/18/2024, documents don't lie. She wrote a letter because she said, no, we don't have to do this in court. I was completely fine about doing this in court because I was like, listen, like I said from the start, we can do this in court and we can get this, we can get this set in stone. I would no longer pursue this case, and I ask again that all action cease. This didn't come from me. I didn't beg mercy from the judge or from the clerk of court. This came from my children's mother. Yes, the document was notarized. Yes, her ID was attached to it. This document is safe because she no longer lives at that address. I don't throw people's addresses out there, by the way. I don't do that. Because I don't stoop that low. This is her company, Hall School of Investments, right? Very seldom I would do Cash App. Very seldom I would do Venmo. This has to be documented in a certain way. Every month, like clockwork. And look at the date, because I'm going to show you more than one screenshot. Yeah, I put her license on social media. Yes. But when a woman air a man out, y'all don't have nothing to say. Get him, sis. Like, come on now. At this point, it's a double-edged sword. Let me choose a different one. That was January. But what about February? What about hold on. And on top of this, not only was I sending this like clockwork, what about March? What about March? What about April? What about April? Hold on. Time out. Whoever your Keo is, we're at the end of May. We're talking last year before child support was filed for. And also then dismissed. Because I'm showing you documents from her sending me invoices. But what you're not seeing is all of the side payments I sent her. Like I said, I don't send over $500 via Cash App. Most business people wouldn't know that though. Right? Let's go to May. So the stigma of Chrisean not paying his child, well, this is not even child support though. This was not sent to the Department of Human Services or whatever you want, the Department of Child Support, whatever it is, the DCS, I don't know what it's called, right? This was sent basically as a father who gives a, right? Now, for all of you saying, Oh, it's 2025? Guess what? This ended when she decided to take it to court because my attorney at the time said everything ceases until we get a child support order in place. Now, do I want to continue to provide financially for my children aside from seeing them? Most definitely. But here's another thing. I don't have a phone number. I also don't have an address. We don't know where she lives. When we went to the court because she filed for abandonment, guess what? The judge said I have no jurisdiction over this because there's no child support order. I was also sent a cease and desist from her. So what do you do when you get a cease and desist from somebody? Do you continue to push and push and push and then risk getting another charge, maybe stalking or harassment? Because I have that screenshot too. For the record, I haven't seen my children since May of last year. She sent the court. This is where it becomes it's become frustrating for the court as well. You send the court a letter, like I showed you guys, to cease this because you're no longer pursuing this, and you and the child's father want to work out something outside of court. And then you go back again to file child support. This has now become like ping pong. It's like back and forth. With me as a father, I want to be on this. I've sent my documents to the attorney general that's over this case that works for the Department of Child Services. I've sent everything. And I can't control if I get a continuation date every 30 to 60 days. I can't control that. Right? I can't. So there is currently no child support order. There's no child support order. I've been waiting on a child support order so we can continue to do things as the court puts in place. Because once the court puts it in place, neither one of us want to back out of that because there then becomes legal consequences, right? Neither one of us want that. Damn sure not me because I've dealt with enough legal consequences in my past. Also, it was posted on the blogs by Evelyn that I skipped court twice.
Right. Damn, he done gave me a damn migraine. Shit. All right. So y'all see what's going on. Why Jennifer would want to be in the middle of this bullshit, I don't know. And she's talking about some, well, if the Lord give me and Christian some kids, then, you know, that will be our blessing. Girl, don't have no kids with him. Do not. You see what he's going through with this baby mama? You can tell that he ain't really doing what he's supposed to do. He's a very fast talker and he's a fucking scammer. I don't hear nothing that no scammer got to say. He is a scammer. And Jennifer is sitting here going up for it and listening to what he says. I don't give a damn if he did bring the kids around, if he did bring the kids around her. Bottom line is, you're not taking on your responsibility. You're not taking on your responsibility. And he's quick to want to put up somebody's information and license. You low-key almost doxed her a little bit by putting her license up there. Okay. You really did that. And at the end of the day, you're not paying child support. This is her issue with you. If you don't have a child support order in place and she chose not to take it to court, I would think if she's going to court on you now is because you did not follow what the agreement was. And like she said, you are running around here bragging about what you have and what, you know, how much money you got and your jewelry and these expensive vacations with Jennifer. But then when it comes to you taking care of your children, you've completely stopped doing that after you marry Jennifer. So talk about that part versus putting up these fake ass receipts that you probably doctored up. Okay. You get Jennifer in the background because she's always going to be within ears linked when he talking about his baby mamas or other women that he dealt with, because she's insecure as well. But I'm not trying to hear nothing that no damn Christian Gold got to say, because he's a whole fraudulent, lying ass, scamming ass fool. And Jennifer gonna find out real soon. If that baby mama was smart, sue Jennifer's ass too, because now you're married to him. And any money that you have, Jennifer, gonna go to his kids if he's owed back child support. According to the baby mama, you are in arrears, sir. You're in arrears for child support. And how is it that there's been 2 court orders, then you did not show up for court twice? Evelyn showed the court documents and they were definitely sealed from the courthouse, where your ass did not show up. So miss me with all this, there's no court order, and every 30 days they keep continuing it. How they keep continuing when your ass didn't show up for the last 2 court dates? Like, stop it. Take care of your kids. Take care of your kids. Somebody said that's why he gave anyway. Child, take care of your kids. And if I was the mama, if I was the baby mama, if he don't pay that shit, have his ass locked the fuck up again. He just got out and about to go back for some more stuff for some money that he owe other people. So if Jennifer want to put up with that, child, go ahead. You are ruining your reputation being with him. And he is going to keep fast talking Jennifer like he's trying to fast talk us on this damn screen. Okay, you ain't getting me because I know some bullshit when I hear it, and that's bullshit. But let's continue, child. Let me get him off my screen, child, for he done scam me. All right, let's get into Kashan Rock crashing out, child. She's crashing out. We talked about her a little bit earlier in our video before this one. Now let's go ahead and get into her. And this is gonna be our last topic. Okay, I told y'all this was gonna be a quick pop in. Child, there's so much going on. My God. All right, so Kashan Rock issues an apology to Jaden Alexis, which is Blueface's other baby mama. And she also issues an apology to Blueface's mother, Kalissa, and told her, girl, you can come and get your grandson. A lot of people saying, like, do you need a babysitter or something? You trying to get back in the streets? Why you want Kalissa all of a sudden to come and get your son when you've been saying that she would never ever see him or hold him or be around him again? I remember you put that video out. I don't know what she's going through, but she started to crash out now that it's getting closer and closer to the release date for Blueface. He's supposed to get out in July. So I don't know if he called her, maybe threatened her and said, hey, you better take the baby over there so my mama can see it. I don't know what is going on because according to the post that was put out, I want to say maybe a few weeks ago, Blueface made it very clear that he was going to be repairing his relationship with his mom. So I don't know if they've been having conversations and she's been saying, hey, I don't feel like it's right that Kashan is keeping the baby from me. Whatever the case may be, Kashan, she is in apologetic mode, and let's get into what she has to say. All right.
Sorry, Carlissa. I'm sorry, Jaden. I'm sorry. Who else? I apologize to that whole side of people. I'm just sorry because I really care about my son, bro. And I know he'll be thriving better with his siblings too. And Carlos, you got me blocked on Instagram, so I can't follow you. But girl, you could come get your grandson for when he come home in August. So he'll have all his kids there. I literally want to take myself out of the situation and then just receive whatever God has in store and what purpose he has for this whole thing to work out. I know for a fact, once I let you in my son's life this time go around, you won't even play with it because you will actually love my son and you respect what I have to say. Sorry, Carlissa. I'm sorry, Jaden. I'm sorry. Who else? I apologize to that whole side of people. I'm just sorry because I really care about my son, bro. And I know he'll be thriving better with his siblings too. And Carlos, you got me blocked on Instagram, so I can't follow you. But girl, you could come get your grandson for when he come home in August. So he'll have all his kids there. I literally want to take myself out of the situation and then just receive whatever God has in store and what purpose he has for this whole thing to work out. I know for a fact, once I let you in my son's life this time go around, you won't even play with it because you will actually love my son and you respect what I have to say. Sorry, Carlos.
All right, so Carlissa also released a video a little bit back too, and I shared it over here, where she was talking about something really is going on with Kashan's son and that she's very concerned about him. So since people are starting to speak out about the condition of Kashan's son, I think this could be why she's crashing out because like I told you guys in my other video, I feel like she's very much so in denial that something is wrong with her son, that he's delayed at some point. So everybody that's been kind of speaking up on that, I showed you guys a video earlier where her sister China, her older sister China, spoke out and said that something's definitely wrong with Kashan's baby and that she's not doing anything to get the baby any type of help or medical attention. Excuse me, I just drank something. Medical attention. And yeah, of course, everybody's comments on social media when she posted baby as well. Maybe it's starting to get to her. I don't know. But she's kind of having a little freak out, little crash out moment because, like I said, she's never really wanted Carlissa to have anything to do with the baby because she really wanted to fight her at one point about the baby. So it's weird. I don't know why this change of heart of her saying, come and get the baby. So that's weird. But that is it, and that is all. You guys can put in the comments what y'all think about this. They said that you can come and get your grandson. Said no BS because there's people out here begging and for a willing village, and she kept shitting on hers. Yeah, she did. She definitely did that. She did. She closed everybody out that was trying to tell her the truth about what she needed to do as far as being a mom, and allowing other people to step in, like Carlissa, who is the grandmother. Now I get it, Carlissa was talking a look crazy, but she is the alleged grandmother of that child. And maybe you do need some other people, who know more about motherhood to step in and kind of help out if that's a possibility. But if she's going to be trying to fight everybody and always so argumentative and being so guarded about allowing people to step in and help her, then she's going to keep dealing with what she's dealing with. So do I think she needs some therapy? Yes. And while she's in therapy, please get some for your baby. Okay. And let's get off this topic, child. Let's get out of here. I'll see you guys in the morning for Car Chronicles. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you so much to all of my mods, Caramelians. Thank you to everyone in the bushes and in the chat. Thank you all. Thank you all. All right. Thank you to, I see True TV Podcast. I saw you, Scorpion Miss. Thank you, Belle Wilson. Thank you, KBR. Thank you, Rose Ormstead. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Tyra. All right. Thank you all. Thank you all. Let's get out of here. Rose, I hope you're doing well, Rose. Okay. Prayers to you. Again, prayers to Tyra. And I hope her dad is doing well as well. Okay. You guys have a wonderful night. I will see you guys later in the morning. All right. Y'all set your notifications so you'll see when I go live for Car Chronicles. All right. So you don't miss it. If nothing else, honey, let's go. Bye.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need.